Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot, and welcome to Mars entering not only our third house, but he will be heading home to Scorpio. So Mars will be in Scorpio from September 22nd all the way to November 4th. And let me tell you, when Mars is in Scorpio, this is like baby's got a groove back. This is where it's like Mars is helping us become unstoppable. Get ready for significant growth in your life. Now, before we get started, I just also want to say thank you guys to each and every one of you for all your love and support. Truly, each and every one of you make a difference, making this channel a success as well as a family. And I love you back. So let's get started. Like I was saying, Mars, and we're going to talk about some key dates too and aspects, because there's some good things, but he's going to start off kind of a little funny. As I would put it. But either way, Mars is coming home to Scorpio and intensifying on the autumn equinox, no less, right after the new moon and the solar eclipse. Intensifying our passion, our power, and our transformation by amplifying our motivation and our drive, as well as, oh my goodness, thank you, as our willpower. So leading us at this point, he is offering us an opportunity for significant growth and change, and it's all driven with determination, with vitality. This is gorgeous rebirth energy. And as the ruler of Scorpio, this is a powerful time of deep-seated action. He's our go-getter planet, right? In Scorpio, this is intense passion, strategic focus, and it's also one of Mars's most comfortable placements. So he's in his natural assertiveness at this point. And also, too, just keep in mind, his natural assertiveness will also be fully expressed during this time. So there's a great power that he's giving you. It's a very strong empowerment as well. But your words, your actions truly hold weight. And like I say, this is kind of like if you've been feeling out of your element, maybe a little foggy. This is the time where Mars is helping you reclaim what was lost. It's like baby's got a groove back. Significant growth. Let's get it kind of energy. This is beautiful energy. This is like set a powerful vision. You're unstoppable at what you set your mind and your heart to at this time. So use this energy because he is going to fully be expressed during this time. So like I was saying, set powerful visions, powerful intentions. Use this intensity and focus to work towards your crucial long-term goals and channel your efforts strategically. And we'll get into that because Mars is helping you with becoming unshakable, indomitable. And he has happened to be more home in Scorpio in our third house during this time. This is gorgeous. So all throughout the rest of September in Libra season, all through October, and heading into November, he's in our third house of communication, intellect, local environment, close family relatives, right? Siblings in a lot of ways, but local and like communities. This could also be neighbors as well, family, like I say, but really truly who your local aspects are, like who you really touch on the day-to-day. And I will also say his movement, check this out. So I love this aspect of Mars moving into Scorpio. It's so powerful. Mars has moved, I should say. It's almost exactly 12 hours moved into Scorpio, I should say. It's almost exactly 12 hours after the second new moon in Virgo and the solar eclipse. He also has moved into Scorpio now, into our third house, 12 hours, almost exact, before the sun moved into Libra this afternoon for the autumn equinox. Oh, before I forget, too, happy autumn equinox, everybody, the day I'm recording this, and also, too, happy birthday to all our cuspers. You guys are bringing the closure of September, of Virgo season, out with a wonderful bang, and you guys are so blessed because you truly have the energy of embodying this balance, this Libra season, this air quality to you, as well as the grounding. This communication aspect with the third house being activated with Mars, you're going to feel it. I'm just saying. But what I love most about his placement and his movement is that when you think about it, especially with Libra season, it's all about harmony, balance, right? Light and dark with the autumn equinox. Mars has moved into position in our third house, right in the middle. So He's at the center. He's providing the fulcrum of this equilibrium of transformation of all these energies, the release and the renewal of solar eclipses, right? This Virgo new moon, the death and rebirth when it comes to scorpionic energy. Also, too, the equal day and night, the equal light and dark of the autumn equinox. He's at the center of the scale and he's providing that balance, that harmony with that stability, that stable foundation. And if that resonates, like I say, by all means, put a heart in the comments below, because he has not been home to Scorpio for 2 years. This is where it's like your meaningful work, everything that you've been working for, all these new beginnings this summer, transformation, as you've walked into these closer energies that are 12 hours apart, see that patterning as well, you're being recognized. And with Libra also entering, the sun entering, Mercury's there too, by the way, in our second house, that's income, worth, values. You're seeing this start to really pick up your meaningful work and manifest with like monetary rewards, where your reputation as well with the Grand Air Trine. Check out the weekly reading if you haven't seen it yet. We'll be experiencing that this week here in the beginning as well. Your reputation precedes you. Your teamwork, your collaboration, the way that you're communicating, especially during Mars season and Libran energy with the sun, you're going to be social. Just prepare. And I'll do a separate reading. Stay tuned on the Libra season as well with some key dates and aspects. But with how Mars is relating to the sun between the second and the third house, this is like your work that is stemmed with creative flow, your communication and how you're putting yourself out there. Mars is going to be helping you with this. So especially because he has not been in this sign for 2 years, think back on what goals, what motivations, what dreams, ambitions, projects that you've started or have been working on for the past 2 years. Businesses you've launched 2 years ago, businesses that you've been getting ready to launch and are now launching them. Because these are going to be infused with that same energy, that same moment of epiphany and inspiration that you felt with his drive 2 years ago. That's going to be reinvigorated during this time. And with him being in our third house, like I was saying, which keep in mind, Mercury rules the third house. We're ruled by Mercury. Communication. With the sun in Libra in our second house, income, worth, value. This is the season where some very important conversations are going to be had about money, advertising, marketing your brand, launching your business, taking your business to the next milestone, to the next level of success. And that includes your writing projects, putting yourself out there to like for the world, whatever craft you have, whatever passions you have, and taking active, decisive action in expressing your truth and your passions. This with the Tower, this is like everything that was not built on a stable foundation. This is the season, the solar eclipse really has cleared this all away. Mars is coming in with this sudden epiphany, right? This is also sudden change. This is destroying or putting destruction to, which Neptune is helping with right now as well, right? Especially with transformation. This is tearing away everything that's no longer serving you, so that Saturn and Mars can come in with the sun and balance those scales. See those monetary structures really start to be built on stable ground, but also too in a way that connects you with your spirituality. And as you can see, Mars is coming through with this Tower card right away with trusting your intuition. Now is the time where you're empowered with your vision. You're unstoppable, basically, at this time. With the 16 as well, that reduces to a 7. It's one beginnings, it's harmony, Libra season, hello. But with the 7, this is about releasing any pent-up feelings. And also, too, awakening your inner desires so that you can truly walk towards your new beginning with the sun. And remember, the sun is the most powerful deck in the cards. Libra season, Mercury is sitting right next to him in the second house in Libra. This is vitality. Mars has given you that with the significant growth, with determination. This is powerful energy. It's going after your dreams, your life long-term purpose, legacy, passions, with motivation, with enthusiasm, focusing on your prosperity, your material wealth, health, your confidence, your compassion, as well as your contentment that sets you up for the long term. It's gorgeous energy that he's going to be helping us with in so many ways. And like I say too, we'll get into it because it's all about expressing your truth and your passions, taking the decisive action and expressing those in a way that is true to you and authentic to you when it comes to creating your reality, the reality that you deserve, mind you, as well. And with the 19, like I say, it's new beginnings, fresh starts, the birth of everything new. And it leads to the attainment of success when it comes to connecting with your divine inner light, with that crown chakra being lit up right now, as well as allowing yourself to truly walk in the Fool's shoes without fear holding you back, without hesitation holding you back, or timidness is what I'm really coming out with. So Mars is kind of helping you with, like I say, baby's got a groove back. This is where you're reclaiming what was lost, or to any fear of missed opportunities that you were timid about going towards. He's helping you in the way where you are unstoppable when it comes to achieving your powerful visions. It's gorgeous energy. It's very, very powerful. And if you're like me and you're already feeling it, because let me tell you, put a heart in the comments below, like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, what you're building, because this is the time where I just also want to put it, it's kind of cool. So normally, unlike where Mars is in Aries, because they kind of relate to each other with Mars, with Aries and Scorpio. So unlike when Mars is in Aries, when he is in, when he is in Aries, he can be a bit impulsive with his fiery directness. What I love most about this scorpionic energy with Mars is that he possesses a slower, deeper, strategic moment or movement. And if you've ever experienced a Scorpio, especially when it comes to passions, you know what I'm talking about. Put a heart in the comments below. I'm just saying, I'm a Scorpio rising. I can relate. But once you see a Scorpio like sun, you know what I'm talking about. But this is where it's very strategic. So rather than charging ahead with little forethought, right? Mars in Scorpio waits for the right moment to strike with precision, acts with intent, with resilience, with focus, and an intensity that fuels transformation rather than destruction. It's really beautiful about new beginnings. It's fresh in a lot of great ways. This is where it's like he supports the capacity to focus, where you may have felt like pulled in many directions, or like there was a fog or a lack of direction, right? He gives you that focus. It's laser pointed kind of focus. He helps you with and supports facing challenges head on. He also helps with embracing, especially with that scorpionic energy, uncomfortable processes of transformation, and he helps you with doing it without hesitation. So Mars is asking us to strengthen our connection with our personal power, gain more awareness of how we are directing our will and our life force energy and using it wisely, using it well. And in Scorpio, he's an alchemist. So he's teaching us how to transform raw emotions into fuel for growth. He's helping us discover that by embracing our vulnerability and feeling our emotions instead of suppressing them, we can gain access to an inner reservoir of strength that we wouldn't be able to access otherwise. And if you just got goosebumps like I just did, by all means, let me know. Put a heart in the comments below, because this is where you are leading with your heart on your sleeve, but it's with holding your cup, right? It's holding your emotions and your intuitions with a firm grasp. This is embracing your desires, embracing your inner strength, your spirit, and also, too, with the strategy, with the investigative aspects that Scorpio lends it, it's really truly about sticking with the friends that truly are with you. It's knowing that you're actively supported with truth in your partnerships as well. Not putting your faith in ones that have hidden motives. And we'll get into it with some key dates, because right away Pluto's going to be helping us with that too. If you haven't seen the weekly reading, we touched on it there too. But it's coming in right off the bat. I'm just going to say that. With Pisces energy, this is speaking to your dreams in so many ways, right? This is intensifying the passions, and the energy that you put forth towards your vision. Thinking outside the box with that Aquarian energy too, innovating in how you work, regulation with your emotions, right? Leading with compassion, especially when it comes to philanthropist opportunities. But it's really about taking the lead in your leadership and how you're driving toward your legacy, your long-term goals, in your professional world as well, in your creativity, and also too in your social structures, with your social skills. Like I say, this is about your brand, who you show up in the world as, whatever you invest your time and energy to, how you want to be known for the work that you do, especially with us Virgos being signs of service, right? This is where, through all misunderstandings, loss, turmoil, heartbreak, disappointment, storms of emotions, which Scorpio can bring intensity, right? Quarrels, power imbalances, there's a catharsis. This is the time truly to use that emotion and recognize that by embracing that vulnerability, I'll say it again, and embracing your feelings, your emotions, instead of suppressing them, we can gain access to an inner reservoir of strength that we wouldn't be able to access otherwise. He's giving us a gift. It's reclaiming what we possibly have lost. This is where you're standing with the King of Wands, right? It's led to wisdom. It's utilizing that for the wisdom that it's given us, for the charisma that helps us drive forward without fear in our leadership, through our communication, and also too that speaking with honesty, speaking from the heart, inspiring others with our actions, being like inspiration in action. And two, with the throat chakra, cognizantly knowing what commitments we sign up for and that we allow into our life, in our partnerships, in our thought processes, in our ideas, in our movements, all of the above. So to make the most of this energy and this transit, channel your energy into a new course, a business plan, a creative endeavor. Use the focus with an investigative approach to get the full scope, not only of your direction, but in developing alliances that are true, right? And that are truly aligned. Be intentional. Be strategic with your words, because they'll hold a lot of weight, a lot of power during this time, especially with Mars. Mars has got your back right now. You're unstoppable. Prioritize honest and open communication to avoid those misunderstandings and to avoid the power struggles that may happen otherwise if you were to suppress those, right? So he's kind of given you this wonderful opportunity to not only reclaim your powerful vision, to be unstoppable at going after it with determination, but he's giving you that vitality that helps you with standing up, avoiding misfortune, avoiding defeat, but also being open to endings, right? It's caring less about what other people think of you and being or what you do, and truly standing in your truth, your passions, what motivates you, what calls you, and speaking honestly about them, and really looking at that bright horizon and releasing any type of backstabbing. Like I say, with this investigative scorpionic energy, this is letting you know who your friends are and who your friends aren't. Jealousy, anybody that's trying to knock you down a little bit, if that's the way to put it. Also, too, anyone that's possibly holding a grudge. You may be holding a grudge as well. Scorpionic energy's got that. So those are the lower expressions. So just be aware. Now is the time to release all that negative aspect and raise or lower expressions, the negativities, and approach things with, rather than a guarded kind of overly critical kind of approach, especially to conflict or the harder things, harder decisions, right? Harder transformations. Embrace it instead with an open mind, with an honesty with yourself, with others. It lets people know right away where you stand, lets you know where you stand, what boundaries, what compromises you're willing to make without sacrificing yourself and without sacrificing anyone else as well, right? It's that fulcrum at the center of the transformation that we've gotten to encounter with this new moon, solar eclipse, and now moving into the autumn equinox and into Libra season. This is embracing the dualities with that Geminian energy, right? And Geminians are also ruled by Mercury. The sun is standing in our second house, balancing out the scales, embracing the dualities, seeing things for as they are. And Scorpionic energy with Mars is letting us take this more investigative approach to really understand who we're working with, what motivates us, what our dreams are, and build that business plan with inspiration, with motivation, with dedication and determination. It's beautiful willpower is what I gotta say. So this is where truly things are coming into balance with that Two of Cups, and especially when it comes to harmony, cooperation in who you're working with, compatible partnerships that are led with true support, authenticity, friendships, possibly even new romance too. So just to forewarn you, if you're not looking for a relationship, but Scorpio energy with Mars does have a bit of this cuffing season situation going on with it as well. So if you're not in a relationship, you may be finding somebody new, and these are deep connections that the Scorpionic energy really lends to us. If you're in a relationship right now, expect things to really deepen at a much more intense, passionate level, I guess is how I would put it. Now, also too, if things aren't aligned in relationships, it can also uncover those power struggles. So just to forewarn you. But right away too, that leads me to some key dates. So as we walk into the season on the 24th, which our 2-year anniversary for this channel, just saying, Mars in our third house, keep in mind, communication, intellect, learning methods, squares Pluto, which is in retrograde, channeling our inner spirit warrior, how we define success, in Aquarius, innovation, breakthroughs, right? In our 6th house of work, our house that truly is our home as Virgos, work, lifestyle, daily routines. So when these two are squaring off right away, with this energy, especially after all these changes, these new beginnings, with the solar eclipse, new moon, autumn equinox, going into Libra season, this is a day to be aware of. So as Mars and Pluto square off, this will be basically intensifying, I guess is how I would put it. Thank you, my goodness. Inner conflicts. When they square off like this, because remember, this is our go-getter planet, planet of war, squaring off with the underworld, what's hidden, right? Also, too, one that causes radical change, innovation, outside the box thinking, anything that we haven't been addressing. So this will intensify inner conflicts. It brings hidden or unacknowledged power dynamics into the spotlight between these two, especially when they're squaring off. They've kind of got this thing going today. I'll just put that out there. So how that can manifest: suppressed desires, unconscious fears, unresolved tensions, power struggles, deception, hidden agendas, destructive impulses. This is where all of these will be coming to the surface, and at the same time, it also speeds up the pace of our personal and collective evolutionary process. So at a macro level, expect something to kind of surface on this day. And like I say, it's what's been suppressed, unconscious, deceptions, power struggles, unresolved tensions, hidden agendas. Just saying. Destructive impulses. This is going to kind of be a day where those things, like a pimple being popped, is going to come to the surface. I'm sorry to be gross about it, but it's kind of there. It's like poking a bear, a very agitated pimple. And so this is where our evolution gets sped up between these two. It highlights where strength or sexuality may be misused. It also helps with redirecting that energy, our strength, our sexuality, in a way that promotes regeneration, growth, and empowerment. So it's for the good. It helps uncover things that truly need to be released, or need to basically come and be addressed, I should say, so that healing can begin, so that growth can begin, because there's a little bit of a minor infection going on, if you will. right away with this date on the 24th. This is like the arrival of bad thing or bad news on material aspects. Unexpected changes can manifest, material loss, lack of focus. This is where, like I say, in order to heal, we got to feel. This is where it's like, if, and especially on the internal side, if you've been struggling to achieve results, feeling exhausted or overwhelmed with everything going on, especially with the speed up, right? This is giving us a chance to truly surrender what's not serving us. And instead, embrace that King of Wands energy. Refocus with that Scorpionic energy on regeneration, growth, empowerment with manifesting your goals, with really standing in a leadership role when it comes to your social networks, standing with approaching problem solving with objectiveness, open-mindedness, right? And as well, standing in your authority with your empowerment, with your groove back, in your resilience. This is indomitable. So this basically, with this square, it's just basically helping you with really knowing just how strong you are and what you truly stand for. Your powerful vision, knowing that you're unstoppable. This is going to kind of enlighten that energy for you. And it'll really come through. It's how you deal with it, right? So remember, it's about being open to the lesson rather than resisting it. The resistance is going to help you with enlightening you to what it is that needs to come to the surface. Now, on the 18th of October, Mars will also trine. I love this day, so by all means, mark your calendar. Mars will be trining our North Node of Destiny. This is basically where this trine is willing us to take action and move forward toward our dreams with such empowerment. This is where it's like utilize this energy is all I got to say. Because these two, remember our North Node is in Pisces, right? In our house of partnerships, our commitments, and that concludes our commitment to our vision, our commitment to our goals, our commitment to ourself, our commitment to self-love, right? Our soul's desires, they're moving us towards them. True partnerships, our true soul tribe. This is a day where nothing can stand in your way. So this is a day to mark on your calendar to truly move towards your justice. Claim your justice. And if you look at this. We've got 11 with the Justice in the tarot. And then it's a 2 with the High Priestess. Breaking it down numerologically speaking. Again, the dualities, mastery, and also 2, cooperation when it comes to that. This is gorgeous energy. Nothing can stand in your way on this day. This is where truly you're getting and receiving your just deserved outcomes, your truth. If you've been battling legal issues, experiencing unfair issues, this is where your fairness is coming in to balance the scales during Libran energy. And a lot of you, this is where your intuition is guiding you, your discernment is guiding you. But this is truly a day where you're standing as the High Priestess energy. And notice the aloe vera. This is going to be healing. This is also an embracement of the dualities, right? What's hidden behind the veil. An enlightenment in knowing that you stand for a higher purpose. Your soul's calling is what's really ushering you towards that higher ascension. So this is a day truly to focus on your ascension, your state of consciousness when it comes to your reality, creating the reality that you deserve, going towards your dreams, your desires, and true partnership alignment. Now on the 28th, know what I meant, not what I said. So on October 28th, Mars is also going to be trining with Jupiter. And remember, Jupiter's in Cancer in our 11th house. Hopes, wishes, dreams, optimism, luck. This aspect gives us vitality. Mars is already giving us vitality with Scorpio, right, in our 3rd house. These two trining together are giving us vitality and stamina and fills us and our communication and our actions with optimism, growth-oriented mindset, big time. Pursuing our goals, hopes, wishes, dreams with that growth-oriented mindset in a way that it has confidence, it has enthusiasm. These two are fueling your courage to take decisive action towards your desires, towards your vision, and take it to new heights. So I'm very excited to do a separate read on this day because, as you can see, I mean, look at this. It's like where you've been working very hard, but still seeing like instability potentially, possibly worried about failure, loss, debt, or just feeling insecure, dealing with conflict. This is bringing on unexpected change. It's kind of where it's like, and we'll get into it because right after that, Mars is going to perfect on the 29th. Okay, check this out. So first, Mars trines Jupiter on the 28th with being in Cancer, towards your hopes, wishes, dreams, pursuing them with, not reckless abandon, but with confidence. Right after that, on the 29th, Mars is going to be perfecting in a trine with Saturn retrograde in Pisces in our 7th house. Remember, Saturn's building structure. There's an unexpected change coming in between these back-to-back trines. So where your approach, this is where it's like you're looking at what hasn't been working, where you've been experiencing stagnation, disappointment, fear of failure right there as well, or experiencing complications. You're moving. With unexpected change, you're moving, is what I got to tell you. On these 2 days, the 28th to the 29th, and this is where it's like you are looking at utilizing the emotions in the aspect. Remember, with the scorpionic energy, and I'll say it one more time on this because this is the biggest thing about this transit. It's so gorgeous. Mars is asking us to strengthen our connection with our personal power and gain more awareness of how we're directing our will and our life energy. He's the alchemist. So he's helping us discover that by embracing this vulnerability, especially when it comes to what's not working, right? How that has led to insecurities potentially as well, where we're being timid about going after our dreams, our visions, right? This is a time between these two trines where he's helping us embrace our vulnerability, feel every bit of those emotions that have been making us feel that way, the raw form of them, so that we can then transform them, use them to fuel our growth, and more importantly, transform them, like I'm saying, to, what am I trying to say? Know what I meant. But basically, allowing us to tap into this reservoir of transmutation of strength and utilizing it because it's a reservoir that we wouldn't otherwise know how to access. So this is where it's like, again, going all in and reclaiming your personal power and what was potentially lost. These two are the 2 days to pay attention to because with the Saturn aspect, with this trine with Mars on the 29th, it supports all activities that require consistent work. It reminds us of the value of delayed gratification and supports our ability to communicate and commit to long-term efforts. And if you got goosebumps, put a heart in the comments below because this is a powerful time. Mars is going to be fueling our drive. Saturn's going to be providing the discipline, the structure, the patience, and the both of them together in this trine are building aligned partnerships and connections through communication and through networking that is very prolific and very powerful. And at the bottom of the deck, I mean, I just glanced, but I mean, yeah. And yeah. That's okay. I'll pull them out. I won't argue. But this is prolific. So through hard efforts, through uncompromising behaviors, progress towards your purpose and solidifying your legacy is happening between these two days, the 28th and the 29th, the two trines between Jupiter and also Saturn with Mars. I mean, right, look at this. Look at this in the cards. This is absolutely gorgeous. And I feel like this is on this next movement here as well. So with the King of Pentacles, this is truly about your enterprising, industrialist, dependability, how you deal with your business, your vision, financial management, emphasis on security, grounded with Virgo and energy, your stable foundation with that root chakra, your standing in your point of completion with these two trines. This is where it's like you are standing in all that Virgo and energy back to back, right? Root chakra, following your intuition. Like foundations, partnerships, alliances, guidance. Coming to a point of completion, achievement of your goals, attainment through integration. The end of a cycle when it comes to missed opportunities or stagnation in such a gorgeous way. And as you can see, you're charging towards your new beginnings with that Scorpionic energy, with that Libran energy at the center of your transformation, with your networking, really following your intuition, focusing on that emotion, right? Tapping into that reservoir with your compassion, but also too taking inspired action when it comes to expressing your emotions, expressing your passions, and invoking your willpower, focusing on your energy, your life force. This is the time where you're coming together with the right tribe, sincere allies, unity, community, sharing, win-win solutions, support, victory in such a gorgeous way. And we also have Mercury coming through in this, and with this as well. I mean, this is all about your communication with the two of them, especially with Mars being in our third house. This is your justice in making the right alliances. And again, it's all about the value of delayed gratification, the ability to commit to the long term, the long haul efforts, both in your relationships, but also in your goals, your wishes, your dreams. This is it. These are the days. Decisive action towards your vision and taking it to a new height with the Justice card, standing in your truth and truly claiming, balancing the scales with good karma, right? With getting what you deserve on a stable foundation, knowing the contracts that you're signing up for, allowing people to be heard as well as to be heard, and voice as well. And then back to back, right off the bat, we've got two sacral energies. This is creative flow, right? Total wisdom with your words, with your actions in such a beautiful way. You've got the Midas touch. You're building the structure with Capricorn. Saturn is also, Saturn rules Capricorn. Downloads from the sun with balancing out that Libran energy in your second house, right? Values, income, worth. This is where you're being miserly, right? You've got the Midas touch. With what you touch turns to gold, especially when it comes to utilizing your resources to build stability in your foundation. This is gorgeous energy. And right off that too, we've got the Two of Wands, success, accomplishment, personal career development, ambition, vision, making plans and decisions, resolutions, and standing in your originality. Mars energy, just saying. This is where your scales are coming in, your ships are coming in, your partnerships are coming in. Decisions that you make are also being made during these 2 days. And we're not done yet. So on the 3rd of November, as we walk into November season, these two, or I shouldn't say these two, Mars will also again have another trine. So Mars will be trining with Neptune on the 3rd. Remember, Neptune's in retrograde, but now on November 3rd, Neptune has now moved in with Saturn. Remember, they're still conjunct during this whole time too. Now Neptune is in Pisces, 7th house, partnerships, commitments. This is it, this trine. This is all about aligning to partnerships with compassion and higher values. True partnerships that focus on win-win, support, building each other up. Not trauma bonding and then thinking that you can, that truly stand for you, that are true friends in the long haul, is how I would put it. And also, too, not the trauma bond types that think that you can do anything you can towards the people that you love and just apologize and have it be okay. This is one that's like, no, I'm going to take mindful action because I cherish the value that I hold with you. I cherish this partnership, and where both partnerships, both sides, are looking at these partnerships with compassion, higher values in the way where it's like, no. I lift up those who I care about. I don't tear them down. And if that resonates, by all means, like I say, put a heart in the comments below, because this is the time between Mars, between Neptune. They are going to both be reminding us on the 3rd that not all battles are worth fighting or worth your energy. Sometimes surrendering, trusting, following the flow is the most powerful action that we can take. And Neptune's our planet of dreamer, right? This is reaching towards our most authentic partnerships that truly align with us in our values, in our integrity, and coming to the table in our partnerships with that same flow. This alignment is also going to be supporting creativity. inspiring us to channel our energy into pursuits that connect us with something greater than ourselves. This is a beautiful energy. This is where you're charging towards your dreams with enthusiasm, with dynamic balance, with inspiration. It's career driven, especially with that third house being activated. Communication, intellect, in scorpionic energy, with passion, with motivation, determination, vitality, growth. This is gorgeous. You're highly motivated during this time. You're taking swift action. You're thriving on challenge. You're looking at competitive environments and you're facing them head on. But more importantly, you're looking at making the right partnerships. And when you look at your partnerships, you're also looking at the insecurities and you're saying no. With that solar plexus, when you come to these partnerships, these alignments, you're coming with confidence, with knowing you are capable, you are enough, you always have been. Love isn't earned. You deserve love just for being here, for being who you are, nothing more. And the right partnerships will never ask you to try and be something that you're not. This is where you know you've met the right place. You're in the right place. With Neptune as well, like I say, now in that 7th house of partnerships, it's aligning you with compassion, with higher values, in partnerships that are truly deserving. So with the Page of Cups as well, this is going to be emotional connections. This is also going to be the dreamer aspect with Neptune, remember. This is also embracing your imagination, your intuition, your sensitivity. This is inspiring news with truth. Scorpionic energy, Libran energy coming out again. Also too, this is Earth being lifted up, balanced on water in such a beautiful way, with your crown chakra truly ignited during this time. This is the full shoes, new beginnings in so many great ways. And I will also say, this is beautiful timing because on November 14th, I shouldn't say November 14th, sorry, don't know why I said that. The 14th may be significant for somebody, just saying. November 4th, there we go, right after the 3rd, right after Mars trines Neptune, right? Mars is going to be entering Sagittarius. So, also our 4th house. Sagittarius is expansion, is also higher callings, is foundational work in the 4th house when it comes to family, home, spirit, belonging, where you plant your roots. A lot of you could be really focused on relocating to a new home, coming into a new family with your commitments, especially with a new commitment with your spirit, with a true community that gives you that sense of belonging. This is where with the 8 of Cups, you're leaving behind any type of delusionment, disappointment. You're detaching from what no longer serves you when it comes to home life, family life, and you're going on a new journey. And it's an adventurous foundation, soul-seeking journey with higher meaning, belonging, and wisdom with that Piscean energy. Saturn's here as well, like I say, building this structure. And you're going to be spoiled for choice. This is a beautiful day when he moves into Sagittarius in our 4th house. Expect a new adventure to await you, and you're going to be spoiled for choice. This is also, too, where Venus is blessing you. Remember, Venus is love, comforts, the finer things in life, and also, too, finances. This is basically where it's like all the challenges, all the tests, all the hidden wisdom is truly blessing you with luck with the 7. This is creativity, inspiration. This is utilizing your imagination. You've got various choices on where to go, but you know which way to go. And you're open to the adventure when it comes to your home life, your family, and your sense of belonging once Mars moves into Sagittarius. So it's truly a gorgeous time. Just saying, just stay tuned. Before we go as well, I do want to also get some additional messages from our spirit animal totems. So Spirit, what additional guidance do you have? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. I'm just going to take the bottom. With Mars entering Scorpio. Just know right now, during this time for Virgos, Mars is going to be acting as our guardian. Like I say, he's helping you reclaim what was lost. And you are unstoppable when it comes to reclaiming your legacy, creating your reality, your visions. You're protected. With the black bear, this is about the confidence and the power and walking with it. And also, too, the ability to protect not only the ones that you love, but to know that you're protected and supported. Your intuition is guiding you during this time. And with the cougar right after that, that is your personal power with the assertiveness. So know that in silence during this time, you're finding your power. You're claiming your leadership. You're taking action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and the confidence to succeed. And Mars in Scorpio season is bringing in significant growth into your life. Now, also, too, before we go, I just want to look at our major arcana here. Oh my gosh, 2 Fs? That's amazing. Okay, I'm into it. Okay. I mean, look at this. Look at how powerful these cards are. So let's see if I remember how these came out. Yeah. Tearing down structures that no longer serve you. Definitely change. Significant growth. We're moving right into the sun. Jubilation, vitality, success, material wealth that aligns with your integrity, a more authentic lifestyle, your truth, your passions with karma at your side, and seriously embodying your personal power with the Hermit at the end, coming out here as well in the deck. This is gorgeous. So, color therapy, what we pulled is C, D, F sharp, and F. No, what I meant, music therapy. And then color therapy, what we pulled is red, orange, and then 2 greens. And so I truly hope that this reading helps. Welcome to Mars and Scorpio season. I am sending you guys so much love and light. Take care. Have a wonderful time. Wonderful Mars and Scorpio season. And I will see you in the next reading.